for Superfast 50. I'm Shivangi Shukla. Let's get started. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the Uttar Pradesh Global Investors Summit today. The two-day event in Lucknow is a flagship investment summit of the government of Uttar Pradesh. The summit also aims to seek investment from both domestic and foreign investors.
आज भारत में सोशल, फिजिकल और डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर जो काम हुआ उसका बड़ा लाभ यूपी को भी मिला है। इस कारण आज यहां समाज सोशली एंड फाइनेंशियली बहुत अधिक इंक्लूसिव हो चुका है, कनेक्टेड हो चुका है।
Well, addressing the UP Global Investor Summit, Prime Minister lauded the UP state and said it has more potential than most developed nations. He further added that UP is driving the growth of New India and has shown improvement in every field.
आज भारत में सोशल, फिजिकल और डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर जो काम हुआ उसका बड़ा लाभ यूपी को भी मिला है। इस कारण आज यहां समाज सोशली एंड फाइनेंशियली बहुत अधिक इंक्लूसिव हो चुका है, कनेक्टेड हो चुका है।
PM Modi will flag off two new Vande Bharat trains from Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminus today. The new and upgraded version of Vande Bharat Express will be the 9th and the 10th Vande Bharat editions, which will run between Mumbai and Solapur and Mumbai and Sainagar Shirdi. The Indian Space Research Organization launched the small satellite launch vehicle SSL VD2 from Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota today. A successful launch has put ISRO's Earth Observation Satellite and two co-passenger satellites into a 450-kilometer circular orbit around the Earth. The major embarrassment for Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, although CM Gehlot did a lot of branding before the budget, but when the budget was being read in the House, the old budget was read following the alleged blunder made by the Congress leader. The BJP legislators have protested and the assembly proceedings have got disrupted.
सम्मान बनाए रखने के लिए अच्छा होगा इसको स्थगित करिए, दोबारा इनको फिर से अवसर दीजिए कि दोबारा आकर के फिर पढ़े जो कुछ भी पढ़ना चाहें। इनका बजट केवल और केवल इनकी अटैची में पैक रहता है, लॉक एंड की रहता है, किसी को भी इसकी जानकारी नहीं होती है। वो ये पढ़ रहे हैं, लाइनें सही पढ़ रहे हैं या गलत पढ़ रहे हैं, इसका उनको पता कैसे लगा? ये पता उनको कैसे लगा? ये जानना चाह रहा है राजस्थान। ये बजट लीक नहीं है तो और क्या है?
Well, the BJP protested against Rajasthan CM Ashok Gehlot for reading old budget. Gehlot in his defense said that the old budget page was added to his budget copy by mistake.
अब मैं अल्प आयु वर्ग के साथ साथ समस्त 1,18,00,000 घरों
The Madras High Court directed Tamil Nadu police to permit RSS to take the route marches in various districts across the state on public roads. Earlier, the court had allowed the rally, but with conditions. Court earlier said it could only be held indoors and in stadiums, but RSS said conditions were not acceptable and postponed the rally. Now, court has allowed a march. Ahead of the Karnataka Assembly polls, gift politics takes center stage in Karnataka. A woman refuses to take sugar packets offered by supporters of BJP leader there, Murugesh Nirani. Thousands of kilograms of sugar were being distributed to voters as a freebie in the constituency. Supreme Court relaxes the condition imposed by Kerala High Court. The Kannada movie Kantara should not exhibit Varaha Rupam song. The Supreme Court protects the producer and the actor director respectively and says that they will not be arrested when they show up for questioning on February 12 and 13 in connection with a copyright infringement probe over the song. ADANI has hired one of the most expensive legal firms in the US in its fight against short seller Hindenburg Research, known to be one of the Wall Street's fiercest defense law firms. Now, this firm has been hired as the ADANI Group seeks to reassure its investors about the health of the company. Supreme Court bench of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and M.M. Sundaresh heard the Hindu Sena plea seeking ban on BBC and dismissed the plea. A top court says the plea has no merit. Central government clears the appointment of the two High Court Chief Justices who were elevated to the Supreme Court, Justice Rajesh Bindal and Justice Arvind Kumar. Notably, the appointment brings the total strength of the Apex Court to its maximum of 34 judges. Border Security Force shot down a drone attempting intrusion into the Indian territory from the Pakistan side. According to the BSF officials, they have recovered 3 kilogram heroin, 1 China-made pistol, cartridges and a magazine from the drone. BSF further added that the drone was deployed along the international boundary with Pakistan, Punjab's Firozpur sector. The deadlock persists between Pakistan and International Monetary Fund as the two sides have failed to reach the staff-level agreement to unlock the USD 1.1 billion loan tranche after 10 days of tough talks. Development comes as negotiations, which took place between IMF and Pakistan from Jan 31st to Feb 9th, concluded in Islamabad. The IMF's mission had arrived in Islamabad to hold talks with Pakistani authorities. Uttarakhand BEROJGAR SANGH has called for a statewide ban today in protest against the lathi charge of students in DEHRADUN. The 13 protesters, including Union President Bobby Panwar, were arrested on Thursday after unemployed youth who were demanding a CBI inquiry into the recruitment irregularities pelted stones at the police force and damaged their vehicles. Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami has directed the Chief Secretary for a detailed magisterial inquiry into the law and order situation and the entire sequence of lathi charge. After checking all the facts and circumstances, a detailed inquiry report will be available to the government.
मेरा सभी लोगों से निवेदन है कि कृपया शांति बनाए रखें, पुलिस के कार्रवाई पर विश्वास रखें। अगर मुकदमा पंजीकृत हुआ है उसको भी हम निष्पक्ष ढंग से कार्रवाई करेंगे और हम एक एक चीज को देख रहे हैं, हम किसी के अगेंस्ट कोई प्रेजुडिस होकर काम नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन किसी को शांति भंग करने का, किसी को भी कानून व्यवस्था को अपने हाथ में लेने का हक नहीं है।
The Geological Survey of India said it has found lithium deposits for the first time in the country. India lately has been looking to strengthen its supply of key minerals, including lithium, which will be critical for furthering its electric vehicle plans. The GSI further said in a statement that 5.9 million tons of lithium inferred resources have been established in the district of Northern Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Mohammed Fazil's brother allegedly assaulted in a road rage. A father alleges in a pre-planned murder attempt. Fazil was killed in July 2022 in a retaliation to the murder of BJP worker Praveen Netaru. Just last week, a VHP leader had declared that Hindu power was behind the murder. Congress leader Gogai has now slammed Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma for campaign against child marriage in the state. This comes after a 16-year-old pregnant married girl died while she was on her way to hospital in Assam. Narrow escape for former Jammu and Kashmir Minister Lal Singh as his vehicle met with an accident. The accident happened while saving a cow on road. This happened at the Kathua-Samba border. Both the former minister and the driver are safe as the airbags in the car had opened up after that accident. Demolition drive is underway in MEHRAULI area by DDA. The administration says that this is a house which was built illegally. Heavy police force and CRPF have also been deployed. On the other hand, there is a presence of local people in large numbers. Pro-Khalistan groups once again staging protests at Chandigarh-Mohali border demanding release of convicts. On Wednesday, when the group was staging protests, violence was reported as some weapon-wielding protesters attacked the policemen. Civic infrastructure continues to fall apart in Bengaluru. Road caves in there near Shivananda Circle in the city. A huge crater was found in the middle of the road near Shivananda Circle. Locals cover potholes with barricades to prevent accidents. A protest by students at Dehradun demanding an inquiry by the CBI to the recruitment scam in Uttarakhand turned violent on Thursday. Section 144 has been imposed in Dehradun district in order to avoid any untoward incident. Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami ordered probe into the incident of lathi charge on the students protesting in Dehradun against the recent paper leaks during various exams. Supreme Court grants interim bail to suspended IAS POOJA SINGHAL accused in the Meganrega scam in Jharkhand. SINGHAL is getting an interim bail for a month for her daughter's treatment. Bail has been granted with conditions. Lok Sabha witnessed noisy scenes and a walkout by the DMK and the Congress after Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia said that the opposition is giving wrong information about AIIMS Madurai. The Supreme Court, which held on February 7th, had refused to entertain two pleas seeking to restrain Victoria GOWRI from taking oath today, pronounced a reason for the dismissal of the petition. Supreme Court says we have followed the Constitution bench judgment and cannot go into the question of suitability. Traffic on Jammu-Srinagar National Highway has been suspended after stone had come down shooting down the hills. Now this happened in the Ramban area. This massive landslide has been caught on camera. Two girls were rescued alive after snow avalanche has struck the GUREZ valley of North Kashmir's Bandipora district. Soon after the incident, a rescue operation was conducted by the locals. A review into the UK government scheme set up to prevent terrorism has flagged the radicalization of UK Muslims over Kashmir and potentially toxic pro-Khalistan extremism as some of the areas of growing concern, and made recommendations for improvements to tackle Islamist extremism as a primary threat to the country. The death toll from the earthquakes that jolted Turkey and Syria has risen to over 20,000. According to sources, now the total number of injured people in Syria and Turkey has reached 75,592. The death toll in Turkey has risen to 17,000. The United States announced providing $85 million of humanitarian aid and assistance to those impacted by the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. The new aid announced by the U.S. to deliver aid to people in Turkey and Syria after two earthquakes jolted the two nations on Monday. The World Bank has announced providing $1.78 billion in assistance to Turkey to help with relief and recovery efforts after devastating earthquakes in Turkey and neighboring Syria, according to sources. A death toll following the earthquakes that hit Turkey and Syria on Monday has risen to 21,000, while at least 78,000 people in Syria and Turkey were injured after the quakes. A search and rescue operation and a team of up to 72 personnel has been deployed from Sydney to assist Turkish authorities. A team will take them with them about 22 tons of equipment and critical supplies, including tents, bandages, bolt cutters, chainsaws, and drills will be self-sufficient. Meanwhile, Australian Defence Ministry, Australia, in fact, will be contributing 10 million Australian dollars to the aid efforts. Russian missile strikes targeted the energy infrastructure in Ukraine's Zaporizhia. Today morning, the Russian forces have reportedly struck the city 17 times an hour, making it the most amount of time Moscow has launched attacks on Kyiv since the war started. According to the senior U.S. State Department official, the suspected Chinese spy balloon shot down by the U.S. military over the Atlantic Ocean was capable of conducting signals intelligence collection operations. The official further said that the Chinese balloon had flown over more than 40 countries across 5 continents. Response to the White House's statement on suspected spy balloons being a part of the PRC fleet of balloons developed to conduct a surveillance operation. The Chinese Foreign Ministry said that the U.S. overreacted by using force. The Chinese